Welcome back to another episode of Inward News. It's your boy Dre. And I did not organize these stories by level of importance or how they fit together. So this may be a little bit all over the place, excuse me. Starting off, Joe Biden dropped HBCU funding from $45 billion to $2 billion. That's a lot of money gone from the black youth furthering their education from the man that said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. We're used to this kind of stuff. We're used to our funding getting cut. But when you say that in front of cameras, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. And then to cut from $45 billion to $2 billion, after promising, $6 billion to Afghanistan for something? I believe in helping others out. I truly do. Anybody that knows me can tell you that. I'll go broke to help somebody. But I'm not about to cut my own funding. If I got a bill due, I'm not about to not pay my bill to help somebody. I ain't got it right now. So, $43 billion from education? It ain't even got to be an HBCU thing. From education? Bro, if you don't cut the police funding or the military budget or something, Los Angeles has agreed to build a 19-story building in Skid Row for the homeless. This is an attempt to clean up the streets before the Olympics come through. This is the same as when China cut their pollution down before their Olympics. They limited how many people were on the road. You had a certain day you was allowed to drive. And just for a couple months, they completely diminished their, not completely, but they greatly diminished their pollution. They had clean air. They could see the sky again, all that, because it was a health concern. They wanted to have their country pretty for basically the guests. It's like your mom telling you to clean up your room because guests are coming over. Ain't no guests gonna be in my room, mama. But yeah, China did it with the pollution, and now LA's doing it with their homeless people. And it's crazy because this just proves you could have been done it. What is this? 19-story building in Skid Row. They're basically building the projects for homeless people. But guess what? A project is still not the street. Also, once the Olympics is over, we should have another federal inspector. Not a federal inspector. A private inspector. Go in there and check it out. Because if they're building a 19-story building just to get homeless people off the street for the Olympics, those codes ain't going to be followed strictly. So let's get back in there and check them out. Make sure these homeless people ain't getting screwed over. A building that's going to collapse in the recent coming years. Beta Operating Company been hit with over 100 violations in the past 11 years. One of their oil rigs recently leaked all into Southern California, and it was days after a so-called inspection. That's the issue. They just got inspected, and then a couple days later, it's leaking everywhere because of something. So either it was a bad inspection or these folks put the best tape and bubble gum on a system just so it can pass. A little further east is the Marathon Oil Refinery in Texas that was just leaking everywhere. Apparently a pump seal failed. They actually have an excuse for them. The Beta Operating Company, they don't know what caused their leak, but Marathon Oil Refinery was because of a failed pump seal, and that's why thousands of gallons leaked. We got to switch over to a more efficient, energy source. Because we're having too many oil spills, the water's being set on fire, we're killing the fish life to where we got to create man-made fish. We are not taking care of this planet, at all. We need to do something about that. Korea? I think South Korea. It's South Korea. It might be another country. I think it's South Korea. They have a bike road on a major highway, and the panels over top the bike road is solar panels. So anybody that's riding their bike, they get shielded from the sun, but also that energy is going straight into the country. Why can't we do that? A New Jersey man just got sentenced to to 160 years in jails after being found guilty of using dating apps to kill women. The crazy part is, apparently this nigga said that he targeted black women because he knew the cops wouldn't investigate him. And the worst part is, he was right. He was found guilty because friends of one of the victims basically tracked him down on social media and did all the handiwork to get the evidence against this man. His name is Khalil Wheeler Weaver, if you want to do more research. Like, it's crazy that he can say that so blatantly and still be correct. And it's a shame that nobody, I mean, we feel bad, but I don't think the cops care that it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I mean, hell, they did all the work for us. Like, that should be insulting that he said, oh, I know they won't do their job. Like, it's expected of them not to do their job. But speaking of cops doing their jobs, all great headlines start with a Florida man, and so does this one. A Florida man lost 770 pounds of marijuana, and the police decided to return it to him. They said, and I quote, "It has a street value of roughly $2 million, and it's only right we return it back." So, one pair of cops returns $220 million. Oh, $220 million. They returned $20 million worth of marijuana, and the other one has to have their job done for them to catch a serial killer. These cops ain't adding up. All I'm saying, we should have a standard of police work. The Queen of Rock and Roll is selling Tina Turner to BMG. Tina's selling her catalog, her name, her likeness, and image, and everything that goes with that. There are people upset saying that's bad because, you know, ownership and own your rights and blah, blah, but Tina's old. Well, what does it matter? She's made her money. Plus, I'm sure she's not selling it for cheap. It's probably going to be a big ticket. This is also easier because, and the unfortunate timing of, you know, her putting on a great concert in the sky, her family already has the money. They don't have to argue with nobody. They don't have to fight for rights. They're good. And if they're smart with that money, they'll always be good. You're Tina Turner. Like, come on. Or you're the family of Tina Turner. And now on to the y'all hiring segment. Rosie Treats is a nice little sweet shop. They have all the cute and adorable snacks and baked goods for any event. It's also spooky season, so you can expect like the Halloween stuff, the skulls, pumpkins, witches, stuff like that. Order yours today for all the Halloween parties. But she also does other stuff. Like, just because it's October doesn't mean everything's going to be spooky and all that. Like, you can order regular cakes, regular treats, regular sweets, regular all that. But hit them up. I think they're wherever the area code 901 is. I think that's Memphis. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm terrible with geography. The Cool Mom Collection is a new clothing line that highlights the moms that excel in being cool. The great thing about it is, most moms are cool moms. Some moms are annoying and, you know, some are overbearing, but if you are taking the time out to make sure your child is happy and they feel protected and loved, you're cool. That's all it is. And keyword, happy and feel protected. Just because your child's alive doesn't mean you're a cool mom. If they are happy and feel protected, they don't have to have the best. They don't have to have the most. But if they are happy and feel protected, you're a good mother. Or you're a cool mother. You're also a good mother. So swing by the website and get your Cool Mom certificate by buying an item. Disclaimer, there's no actual certificate. I just said that. Don't expect a piece of paper that says you're a cool mom. You'll just have a shirt or a sweater or something. Depends on what you buy. Sade is a director of photography. She works on all kinds of projects, from short films to commercials to brand shoots and everything in between. She's worked with notable names such as Lil Nas X, Chloe and Halle, Nike, and many more that I probably have no idea that she's done. But yeah, she's done like really dope work. Like, you've seen her work because, like I said, Lil Nas X, Chloe, Halle, Nike. You've seen it. You may not have known it's her, but go to her Instagram and find out what she's done. It's all dope stuff. Shout out to Black women in film. Also, hook me up. I can't afford to pay you, especially not Nike rates, but you know, we're Black. Help a brother out. DKW Essentials is a handmade athletic bag company. She makes these basketball bags that like they be designed for all kinds of other stuff. You can change the colorways, the brands, the chains, the teams, and even the shape of the bag. Yeah, she has like football bags too. It's not all basketball bags. Just gotta let her know what you want and when you want to buy. She also makes shirts, so you can get a matching shirt to go with your bag. This goes for guys too. You can get a matching shirt to go with your bag. Hey, it's free. It's like little like clutches or like the strap thing. But yeah, they look cool. Yeah, go get you one. Tell her I sent you. Let me know what you get. It's sports season, so you can get it and you can wear it to the bar. Oh, and this hat is from One Pride Exchange. I don't remember where I got this hoodie from. I've had it for like a couple years now. But yeah. Bye-bye.